Clyde Property in Perth, award-winning letting and estate agents, proud sponsors of Saints TV.
Tommy, what's been going on this morning after training?
Well, the craze the Ice Bucket Challenge, and the lads have been on our website all week. So the lads were nominated, and Murray Davison was my pick. I got to pick him, and all good fun. And I think the important thing is we've raised over £500 for Macmillan Cancer Support, which I think not only this club, throughout the country, lots of people are raising money for a good cause. So it was good, and I was just glad I wasn't nominated.
If you're nominated, would you do it?
Go on then, I'll do it, along with Callum and Alec. But we're going to need another £500 by next Friday, and we'll do it. So we'll get that on the website. I think the chairman's been nominated, so he'll be doing it with us. But if we can get another £500, we'll do it next week.
Good stuff. Tomorrow we face Aberdeen here. How difficult a game is that going to be? Very
difficult. They've had a tremendous season, like ourselves last season. They've strengthened over the summer. They've had a great run in Europe. And Derek and Tony, they just fell short against a really good top side, Spanish side, Real Sociedad. So the games last season were pretty close, and we know what to expect from them. I think they'll know what to expect from us as well. It's going to be a tough game, but it's a game that we must start the game well. I think where we have been disappointing, in the two games this year, Spartak at home and Hamilton away, we didn't start the first half and didn't really start the game the second half. And you can't do that against any opposition, and particularly against a team like Aberdeen. So we'll be looking for a good positive start and take the game to them.
How pleased are you to tie up Simon Lappin from Cardiff?
Well, very pleased. I've been speaking to Simon for about the last 3 or 4 weeks. He had an opportunity possibly to go to America. I think once that was ruled out, there was only one place he was going to come. So, patience has been a virtue in that for us. He's a player that I know from his time in Scotland and from the time at Norwich with him. So I know what I'm getting. He's got a quality left foot, quality footballer, comfortable on the ball. Can play in a 3 or a 4 for me in midfield. So he'll give us options, and he'll give us quality, and he'll give us experience.
Will he feature tomorrow?
He'll be in the 18. He hasn't played a game yet. He's been doing a full pre-season with Norwich development squad, but he hasn't played a game, and we've got a bounce game organised on Tuesday for him that he'll play in. But he will take part tomorrow at some stage.
How many more players are you looking to bring into the club?
Well, it's basically just the one. I'm still looking for a striker. Thought we had a deal sorted on Wednesday, but it fell through at the last minute, and that process of trying to find one goes on. We have a trialist coming in next week from Holland, and we have 1 or 2 options that we're talking to as well. There's still a bit of time left in the transfer window, and ideally I would like to get someone before next week. Because once the transfer window shuts, you're looking at people that are unattached, and that are possibly being freed, and freedom of contract or free transfers. So that limits you even more after the window shuts.
And for tomorrow's game, injury-wise, how are we looking, and how far away is Murray Davidson from getting back into the team?
Injury-wise, the squad's fully fit. Muzz has played another 70 minutes. I think he's just short. And he's doing remarkably well. And what we've got to remember with Muzz is he's 2 months ahead of where he should be. So we've sat him down. We've sat down with his agent this week, and we're hoping to extend his deal. But at the minute, I think he's still got a wee bit to do before I can consider him.
And finally, Sean Goater, he's at the club just now. What's he doing here?
Well, I played with Sean at Man City, and I haven't seen him for quite a number of years, probably about 14 years, and he's been in Bermuda. Obviously played a lot longer. He's not retired that. I think 7 years or something, 6 years, but he was in Bermuda living and working. He's come back to Manchester. He's doing his badges, and he contacted me a couple of weeks ago about the possibility of coming up. It was great to hear from him again, catch up with him, and he's come up this week to have a look round. see what we do. He's been shadowing a team at Man City, which has been helpful to him. But I think he wanted to see what it's like at this level. Things that we have to do, things that how we might do things differently than what a big club a big club with massive resources will do. So I'm pleased to see him. The only disappointment is I thought he might have solved my striker problems if he had been about 2 stone lighter. He's like myself. As the years have gone on, he's put on a few pounds, but it's great to see him. He's really lovely lad, someone that had a great career. He's been great with the lads, telling all his stories and keeping telling all his stories about George Weah and Muzz. He's like sitting with his mouth open and his eyes glazed at the fact that he played with George Weah. He's took the 20s this morning as well, so I'll give him a wee bit of experience. So that's just something that I was pleased to do.
Cheers, Tommy.